Hello and welcome to Five Nine's Dragon Ball Movie Retrospective. We'll be going through every single Dragon Ball, Dragon Ball Z, and Super movie ever released, leading up to the new movie that was announced recently. In the first episode, it will be myself, Iron King, going over Dragon Ball Curse of the Blood Rubies. I'll be touching on the film's basic plot, interesting facts about its development and trivia, and finally giving my own thoughts of the movie overall. Now that you know the gist of the video and the series, make sure to leave the video a like if you enjoyed and sub to the channel to know when we cover the next Dragon Ball movie, and let us know in the comments what your favorite Dragon Ball movie is. Now without further ado, let's get right into it. Curse of the Blood Rubies is basically the first arc in the original Dragon Ball anime with Pilaf, but instead of him we have King Gurmes as the main antagonist. King Gurmes ordered his men to raid his kingdom's fields for Blood Rubies, which are an extremely expensive gemstone. The rubies transformed the king into a beast and cursed him with an unstoppable hunger for riches and food. A red-headed little girl named Pansy gets fed up with the ravaging of her land and sets off to find Master Roshi for help. The king is in possession of 4 Dragon Balls and sends his 2 henchmen, Pasta and Bongo, to retrieve the remaining 3 in exchange for more Blood Rubies. The king desires the Dragon Balls to summon Shenron so the mystical dragon can remove his curse. During Pansy's search for Roshi, she is attacked by the shape-shifting pig Oolong but is saved by Bulma and Goku. The two, after befriending Oolong, decide to help Pansy save her land. Then after a brief battle with Yamcha, Goku, Bulma, Pansy, and Oolong head out to Roshi's. When they arrive, they are attacked by the king's henchmen who managed to steal one of the group's Dragon Balls, but the goons were forced to flee after Roshi launched a powerful Kamehameha. After Goku learns the impressive technique in an instant, Roshi suggests to Pansy that Goku will be strong enough to save her land. Our heroes then venture to Gurmes' castle, reuniting with Yamcha and his companion Puar, where they form an alliance and defeat the king's forces, summoning Shenron with the remaining Dragon Ball and revert the king back to his human form in the process. Pansy then makes a wish for the dragon to restore her land to its original beauty. Shenron obliges by removing all the Blood Rubies, returning the kingdom into a state of peace. Yamcha celebrates with Bulma, and Goku calls to Flying Nimbus and sets off for his next adventure. Now let's move on to 5-9's fun facts. And yes, I know it will be cool to have 59 facts because haha, 59, 5-9, but let's just stick to what we have, alright? I guarantee you there is not 59 facts about this movie. I guarantee you, look, you will not find them. But anyway, let's just move on to the first fact, shall we? In 2006, Curse of the Blood Rubies was released as part of the final Dragon Box DVD set, which included all 4 Dragon Ball movies and 13 Dragon Ball Z movies. The film was the only Dragon Ball property to have been neither released uncut in the US nor dubbed by Funimation's in-house voice cast until 2009 when they acquired the rights. So that was like only just about a decade ago, which is pretty crazy being the first Dragon Ball movie. Funimation produced a brand new uncut English version and released it to Region 1 DVD on December 28, 2010. The new dub features voice actors from the Dragon Ball Z Kai cast. In the film, when Bulma asks Roshi for his Dragon Ball, he does only if she shows her goods to him, which Oolong does for her by transforming, shape-shifting into Bulma, and flashing the turtle ornament. This scene was completely removed from the original dubs but brought back in the Funimation version. In the Japanese version of the film, when Goku uses his John Ken Pon technique on Yamcha during their fight, which is basically a rock, paper, scissors attack, Yamcha responds saying, "You little shit." This scene was removed entirely in early iterations until the Funimation dub. For Japanese publication, this film was actually the first time in the entire Dragon Ball franchise where it was shown that when summoning Shenron, the sky turns dark. This would play a major plot point in the Frieza saga when Krillin realized the Dragon Balls were not used because of the sky not turning dark. Since this was before Goku revived Bora by summoning Shenron in the original manga and anime, to this day fans are unsure if Akira Toriyama always planned for the sky to turn dark when summoning Shenron, or if the movie influenced him, or if it was all just coincidence. The 3 main antagonists, King Gurmes, Pasta, and Bongo, all appear in Dragon Ball Dokkan Battle, with Blood Rubies acting as treasure items to exchange in Baba's shop. As being a non-Dokkan player myself, it's pretty cool to see that characters from the movie made it into the game. now that I've gone over some of the facts, it's time to give my overall thoughts of the film. And to be honest, I'm pretty easy to please when it comes to most movies. If you ever see me get roasted on the 5'9" Twitch stream, shout out to the 5'9" Twitch channel, I get roasted a lot for not watching many movies, especially The Lion King. But we'll move on from that. But yeah, I have a huge attachment to the original Dragon Ball anime, and watching this film, it being basically a recap of the first arc. But like I previously mentioned, instead of Pilaf, Mai and the dog with the hood. I don't know the dog's name, but the characters that are kids in Super because of GT, they carried that over for some reason. I don't know the whole story, but anyway, they're not in it. King Guramis, he's basically a fat king. Bongo, just like this big, generic tough guy. Pasta, just this red-haired lady named Pasta for some reason. It's a very interesting name. They are the main antagonists, serving as the roles of Pilaf being the king, Mai, Pasta, Bongo, Dog Dude. But yeah, I enjoyed the movie because I watched the original Dragon Ball anime. It was actually the first anime I ever watched because I was one of those people that was like, oh, anime, yuck. I just never really was a fan of the animation when I first initially saw it because I think I saw Pokemon like on Cartoon Network and stuff like that. I was not a fan of the way the animation looked, and I kind of just assumed all anime was done in that style. With 4Kids, like Sonic X being, I felt like kind of in a similar style to Pokemon, in the sense where like the mouths moved in a very very strange way to me. But eventually I got used to it. But anyways, I digress. Basically, I have a huge attachment to the original Dragon Ball anime. Would I recommend watching it? I'd say yeah, man. It's interesting to see because I don't think you should just skip right to Z. At the very least, I would watch the first couple episodes of Dragon Ball and then move on to Z after watching the Piccolo arc if you don't want to watch like everything in the middle. I'll be honest, the anime isn't entirely like action-packed. There are like some arcs that aren't that interesting, but my favorites for sure were, when Goku initially meets Bulma and, interacts with Pilaf and all that, meeting Yamcha, and the Tao Pai Pai arc, the initial tournament arc where Goku actually fights Master Roshi. Master Roshi like puts up like a good fight and actually like puts Goku in his place, and I think he barely defeats him. He's incognito as like this freaking martial arts person for some reason. I forget why, but yeah, Piccolo arc is like the magnum opus of the original Dragon Ball anime for sure. But I'm not here to talk about the anime. I'm here to talk about this movie. And besides my actually thinking about it, my only criticism of the movie, speaking of the original Dragon Ball anime, would be the fact that I am very attached to the original voice actress that voiced Kid Goku. I believe her name is Stephanie Nadolny. I think I pronounced that correctly. Yeah, she voiced Kid Goku in the original Dragon Ball anime.
Huh? My name's Goku.
I really like her voice. She's the, original voice actress. Of course, she's replaced now, unfortunately. Maybe not unfortunately. Maybe you prefer her voice, but personally, I prefer her voice over the new one. And in the dub I watched, I actually didn't even watch the Funimation version. I watched a gold dub, which had an entirely different voice actors and voice actresses that I had never heard before. So it was interesting to see it in that version. And that was the version which I mentioned one of the fun facts that scenes were cut out, like with the Yamcha scene calling Goku little shit. I didn't get to see that, unfortunately. Basically, how that fight ended, it was actually kind of one-sided since Goku didn't get to land his Janken Pan technique, which is the rock paper scissors thing I was mentioning. Yamcha was kind of like messing Goku up, and he looked like he was basically saved by Bulma when she shows up. Yamcha being Yamcha freezes up seeing a beautiful woman and freezes up, lands, and Goku, Bulma, Pansy, and Ulam make their escape to Roshi's, and then the movie moves on from there. And actually, speaking of that, when they get to Roshi's, it was funny because in the original anime manga, freaking Bulma is forced to, well, not forced, they make a deal where for Roshi to give the Dragon Ball over to Goku and Bulma had to flash her goods to him. And in the Japanese version of the movie, Oolong does it for Bulma, but in this version, Roshi was just like, oh yeah, you just have the Dragon Ball. I don't need it. I don't need personal possessions or something like that. Great Roshi impression, I know. But yeah, it was funny. He's like, yeah, take it. Just take it. I don't need it. So it was fun. I was like looking forward to the scene, just because it's funny, man, seeing Roshi like blast off with like the nosebleed and all that. But in this version didn't happen. And speaking of the scenes that were cut out, besides that one, I didn't really notice any of the scenes that were cut. They did a pretty smooth transition. I even believe in all versions of the movie, they actually reuse a scene, if I'm not mistaken, where Goku and Bulma are just chilling in one of Bulma's capsule houses. They straight up just reused the scene from the original anime. But I'm rambling here at this point. Let me just get to the point and say what I suggest is. And if you watch the original Dragon Ball anime like I did, or if you didn't, this is actually a pretty good refresher of the first arc for the Dragon Ball anime manga. It's, like I said, it's instead of Pilaf, the dog, and Mai, it's King Gurmei's and his, goons. So it's basically a quick refresher. You meet Yamcha for the first time, Oolong for the first time, Bulma for the first time. So here, Yamcha is actually an antagonist. He is a bandit. Of course, Goku and company befriend him, but he, puts up a good fight. It's actually interesting to see that Yamcha puts up a fight against Goku, which is crazy if you watch Z, where he's just like, he dies pretty early on in a pathetic way, but he puts up a fight against Goku in this movie. So the movie is very short. It's like less than an hour. I think it runs around 44 minutes. So you could really knock this out very quickly. So yeah, man, I'd watch the movie if you either just want to go back and kind of nostalgically re-see the first arc in a different way of Dragon Ball, or if you've never seen it, it's just a good way to kind of get a taste of what happened here. But that's about it for this video. Again, if you enjoyed, tap the like button. If you're too lazy, power pole extend. That's the cool thing that Goku does. He has the power pole here. Just power pole extend and tap the like button. And you know me, like I said before, I'm not a big movie guy, so I was kind of forced to watch this thing, actually. So, just leave a comment, please. Make this video pop off. Comment your favorite Dragon Ball movie, and name them all, man. If you're a Dragon Ball fan, name every single freaking movie, damn it. And name them descending order, ascending order, alphabetically, I don't care. Just comment, make this video pop off. Of course, make sure to subscribe to see the next episode of the series. Various other creators are going to be hopping on this. I know Goresh wants to hop on for the Garlic Jr. movie. He's going to be talking about that. Nas is going to be hopping on for the movie with Turles. I don't know the name of it, but yeah, that was the first movie he's ever seen, if I am correct. And, because he has an attachment to it, he's going to be reviewing that one. So, of course, we're doing all Dragon Ball movies, all Z movies, and the Super movies that have come out, with the last one being the Broly one. And eventually, when the new one comes out, we'll be covering that one as well. So that'll be interesting for sure. Anyways, that's it for me. Iron Kane signing out. Catch you in the next one. Peace.